Probably my favorite moment in baseball didn't necessarily actually have to do with me. It was one of our teammates, John Tolbert, who I'm sure you may or may not know, but it was funny. We were playing Crown, and he was pitching, and he threw a pitch, and a guy swung and whiffed, and he decided to yell "by you," which means like the ball just went by you. Like, what's up? I just, you whiffed. And our coach came out and he was not happy with them. Like, why are you showing up the other team? Like, you cannot do that. Like, that is so unprofessional. And so, in the rest of our team, we're just dying. We're laughing. Like, this is the funniest thing. No, actually, I shouldn't say we were laughing. A lot of us were like pissed. We're like, did he really just say that? Did he really just call it the other team? Like, that's so embarrassing. So, coach leaves. Next pitch, guy jacks a home run. Then we are all just dying. We're all on the ground, just dying, laughing. And so, to this day, we never let him live that down. That was probably our favorite moment as far as just specific moment in baseball. But I would say probably the number one thing that stands out to me, just as I look back at North Central, is probably the chapel services. Just every day, Monday through Friday, coming into chapel and just knowing that God's going to be there and that God's going to challenge you and meet you. And kind of something cool. My dad, when he went here, he never missed a chapel. All 4 years he went here, and so I was like, well, that's cool. That's kind of cool. And at first I was like, do I really want to, like, why would you not want to skip chapel? Like, it's chapel. But as soon as I got here, I was like, man, this is awesome. I love chapel. Now I kind of know I did. So I kind of was like, well, I'm probably going to miss a chapel, whether it's athletics or meetings or something. But so my goal is to never skip a chapel. So I officially never skipped a chapel in 4 years. If I had the opportunity to go, I did go, and I don't regret that at all. And the speakers every week, every day, the worship teams every day, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So that was probably my best memory of North Central, is the chapels. So I kind of sat down with my dad, and he's like, "All right, so you're going to do business as your major?" And I said, "Well, I guess so. I don't really know. I guess that can be it." And he said, "Well, are you sure?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like, what other majors are there?" So we pulled out the whole list of majors and started going through them all. And he's like, "What about this? What about ASL? What about Greek? What about all this?" I'm like, "No, no, no." And finally, we get to the bottom because it's alphabetical. So we get to the Y, and he goes, "Youth ministry." And it was like when he said that, I was just like the angels started singing like hallelujah, and I was like, that was it. And like ever since then, I just have had I've had a passion for youth ministry before, and for youth and youth group and that kind of stuff, but I never really thought of being a youth pastor. And so it was just, when he said it, it was just like heaven's gates opened up, and that was what God had called me to do. And so ever since then, I've ran full speed with that calling and just had a passion to see youth serve God. So even though I've played baseball and that's probably what I'm best at, I have a stronger passion for football. And just in high school, just playing, and there's so much passion and so much like team spirit and so much school support, rather than, whereas baseball, it'd be lucky if you get 10 fans on a night, whereas football, you'll pack the stands with 13,000 people. And so just there's so much more, well, one, connection, but opportunity too, to reach out to students through football. And so I think, whether it's coaching quarterbacks or defensive backs or whatever, I think getting into a local high school, and coaching football, well, it'll be fun for me, and I think I can have a lot to offer the kids, but it'll also be a good connecting point for the church to the school as well. So, well, right off the top of my head, I'd say my dad, just because he's been my coach for a lot of the sports throughout the years, and he's always the one that would push me and say, hey, you're better than this, or you would throw BP, or we would go to the football field and throw football or shoot bat. Like, he was always there doing something with me related to sports, and kind of definitely helped me realize my potential. And if he felt like I was not working hard enough, he would say, hey, you need to work harder. And I think one story, he'll probably kill me if you put this on there, but I'll tell it anyways. One story was, he was one of the coaches, and we were playing basketball, and it was a fast game, so I was tired, and so I raised my hand, I'm like, "Coach, I'm tired," and so they subbed me out. And my dad was not happy that I asked, got subbed out, because he's like, "I'm paying all this money, you're here to play, I'm not gonna have you be tired and come out." So we lost, and he wasn't very happy. So on the way home, we live kind of on a hill a little bit, So we stopped at the bottom of the hill. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he didn't say anything. And he got some sunflower seeds, and he walked around the corner and he set them on the ground. And then he walked in and drove. I'm like, "What in the world? This guy is crazy. He's weird." And so we drove up to the driveway. We get out of the car and we start walking. He says, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Into the house." He's like, "Nope, come here." He goes, "Go get a sunflower seed." I'm like, "No, I'm not getting a sunflower seed." He's like, "You think I'm kidding around right now? Go get a sunflower seed." And he probably had about 15 down there, and he made me go down and get them. And then he would like say, "All right, you got 20 seconds." Obviously, it's like a 50-second run. So that was so. After that day, I never subbed myself out of a game anymore. I fought through it. So, but it was good. It helped me realize my potential because I definitely could have played through that, and I just was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to." And so it was a good life lesson. Not to let it get the best of you. I still have a problem with that sometimes. Whether it's yelling at umpires or whatever. But I know growing up, my dad always said every time before every game he would say, "Play hard, play smart, and have a good attitude." And even to this day, he still tells me that. And I think that's in sports, that's key to have that in the back of your head. It's there's things more important than sports in this world. There's things more important than competing. And if you're playing hard, that's good. If you're playing smart, that's good. But if you have a good attitude, you're not letting it get the best of you. And you're not gonna, yell at the umps. You're not gonna, be unsportsmanlike to the other team because you're having a good attitude. And having a good attitude means you're representing Christ as well.